want to welcome you. You're here at the outdoor showroom display of everything waterfalls. We carry all these real spectacular universal rocks. This is no exception. This here is actually the PLW 003. It's a pondless large waterfall, of course with a lot of mine. You can use them as a pondless effect, or you can have a little pool of water. I kind of like the little pool of water because in nature, you're not seeing waterfalls go into a pond. They're coming out of the hills, they're coming out of the mountains, they're coming down into pools of water, then they cascade down into the creek beds, the different rocks, and they keep going until they come down another elevation. But this one here actually has two different waterfalls. I kind of themed it after the Niagara Falls because the one to the left is the American side. The other one I kind of pretend it's like a horseshoe of the Canadian side. But this one here, you have the creek coming down, you have the dramatic two waterfalls. You actually can use this as a bubbling effect, a huge bubbling rock. You come around, and of course I got my gnomes on here, and you can see the makeup of this. This is huge, and it's all completely done around there, so it's not like it has anything open in the back like our vertical ones. This huge pondless one, it's about 34 inches high, weighs only 88 pounds. You do the formulation like I always like to give people. You're talking about a 14,000 pound rock formation if you found this in nature, all made of real rock. This here was casted from one of those through thousands of years. You can see like the weathering and the erosion sculpting, which makes this so precious and awesome really to have in your yard. Otherwise you try to take one of those molded plastic polyethylene type waterfall wares, and you attempt to throw real rocks around there, and that's your waterfall. So this here goes up and beyond, trying to give you something really spectacular, and really to have something this huge in your yard. We can classify it as a waterfall. We can have it as an accent rock, but it has a bubbling effect. How much more can you really want? And it was very simple to put in. Let's call it user-friendly. How about maintenance-friendly? Something like this, it doesn't take a whole lot to really keep up. A couple days with maybe a net. Maybe you want to put a little bit of chemicals in there if you don't like the seaweed effect. And I like to put sometimes a bag of pine needles. It gives you a different color, like brownish tint to your waterfall, like a tamarack type coloration like that you see in the ponds of Canada. But there's just so much outstanding things that you can do with these things. And hey, you know what? You come to the right place to have some major league fun with waterfalls.